Yeah, we got the keys to this game, boys and girls. It's really, really cool. I made a phone call last night. I was talking to Clarity and Chris. I had a minor epiphany from. I don't know if anyone else caught the epiphany from the Bill Donahue video. Which one was it? Let me see the title of it. I've already put it away, so I have to open it up just to see what it is. So it's one of the more recent ones. He was talking about. See, that's the thing. It's like that is also irrelevant. As soon as you find the one thing, it's the video 891, and I've seen this one before too. The strange ones taught us, and it was towards the very end when he was discussing the masters, Plato, Socrates, Archimedes, Pythagoras, and whatever. And he went on to describe Pythagoras, and right at the very end. Just a couple of key points. He'd already covered this earlier on in the video. But it hit me. It didn't hit me. It hit me. And then I made a phone call. I've got to sort through this little phone call I had. It was kind of one of those in-the-moment download things that got to tell someone or, I don't want to forget this. Anyway, it was the planets are the musical notes, right? Pythagoras. And I went through the planets in my mind very quickly as to what they were and what they represented. And everything lines up perfectly, except there's one problem. There's a missing planet. Right between Earth and Mars. No, it's not the moon. You know how... See, the moon is the false idol, right? It's very prominent in our night sky and is worshipped as much as the sun. Yet the real sound of the universe, our solar system, comes from the planets. They're the notes. And go back and have a listen to some of those videos, the Nibiru ones with the sound, and you hear like music, almost like an orchestra tuning up. And this is what this thing had for me. It's like, oh yeah, tune it up for the for the fat lady who's going to sing very shortly, right? So let's play along with Kate for a minute. I'm going to just take you on a little magic adventure and see what you think about this. Because when it comes to the literal stuff, that just doesn't fly for me. I'll look at it, but why? Why? What does it represent? And sure enough, this. Where was the video? Because I had just saved it. No, I already moved it, but let me see. There's a guy. He's got some. I think I mentioned this last night. There's this guy who's got these crazy awesome eyes to see shit, like crazy awesome. Where was it? Yeah, there it is. Sort of like how do you? The only way I could put it is he was looking at this cloud formation the same way I look at words. Where people glaze over a lot of things on words, and I pull some. I bet you didn't see that, did you? Oh no, I didn't. Like phonics. Whoa, I didn't see that. Like to this extent, and that's what this guy does to this cloud formation. Like whoa, yeah, there it is, and he explains it in such a way. I was listening to the video, and he does have a little bit of this religion thing going on. So I think I'm going to use the same line in him. Do you remember how you open up with, you're not going to believe what I'm going to share with you. You're going to resist me and everything else. And okay, I believe you. Now I'm going to tell you the same thing. Okay? Then I'm going to tell you what's really going on to show you how to make sense of all this. But in that same video with Bill Donahue, there was one point where he had, at the beginning, he had two circles with a line drawn between them. And I instantly went back to that moment in the video the night before of these two. You can't see them, but you can see them. They're interdimensional. These two planets with this thread running between them. And it might as well have been Bill Donahue drawing them up in the sky, because it was exactly the same. It's quite something, actually. Anyway, and it still hasn't fully downloaded yet, but I just wanted to share a couple of things with regards to this. Apparently one of our planets is missing, and it only shows up every 3,600 years to come in between the Earth and Mars orbit to balance out the system. Scales of justice. So how do I put this? Okay, let's start with a scale. We'll keep it in the same order that we normally have it. Okay. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, the sun, right? Of course, that makes sense. Do, peaceful. Do, consciousness. It's got the will, the lion, all of that stuff going on too. So there's the sun. Do. Re, Mercury. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the thoughts emanating, putting out. Intent, masculine, and wisdom, thought. Then, of course, the next one is magnetic electric. Mi, Venus. Really? Just a coincidence, right? So there's magnetic feminine source, Venus. Then, of course, Fa is the heart note. Where does that end up? Earth. Oh, look at that. You just got to rearrange letters. Heart, Earth, Fa. And that ties right in with the Leo and the Lamb as well. So that's your internal sun, right? So, and then you go to So, but it doesn't work with Mars because Mars is the next planet. The moon isn't a planet. It's a satellite. So that's Sin, the one that wants to be seen equal to the rest of the solar system. Yet she only reflects light. Right? She rules the night. Morgan Le Fay, Mysteries of the Moon. Right? So she rules the night. Which takes away all attention from the rest of the solar system. The real music. So that is the false idol stepping in to, call that Lucifer, right? If you want, you can call it anything you want. But get the concept of it being something that's dead, like the legal system, fiction, and it can only reflect others' light. Parasite, crown system. The system can only reflect. It cannot create, right? And those that serve it are not producing anything. They are only reflecting that which is given to them. So this all plays out so masterfully. So here we have it. Now we'll go out for the next one. Well, we'll leave So open right now because there's nothing there. There's a missing planet, which happens to be Planet X, and it comes through every 3,600 years to fulfill the scale, the musical scale. Oh, and the Libra scale, Justice. We coming into Libra soon, boys and girls? That's what I thought too. Interesting times ahead. Now we have, and for those that are awake, don't worry about it. When you're in the book of life, you got nothing to worry about. And by the way, everyone that you're connected to that is benevolent is connected to your thread anyway. So, well done, fishers of men. You have rescued them. They'll fight you and all the rest of it, but at the end of it, it's going, cool, huh? Yeah. So the next one that makes sense is, of course, law, which is Mars, law, admiralty, law, martial, law, maritime, law, Mars. Mars and Leo, anybody? Santo, does that one work for you? Okay, so there's there's the next note. And then we have, of course, T, Saturn. Which I believe is Saturn is next. Could be Jupiter, whatever. It doesn't. At this point, Saturn and Jupiter, two of the big boys, work for the seventh note anyway in balance, so it doesn't matter to me. But something interesting as well that, where was it? I saw it this morning. It's like the culmination answer. It's the planet that you can't see. I'll have to sit on that because this was a major epiphany as I was rolling out of the stream this morning. It was like everything was laid out in front of me. Yeah, we got the game. Just wanted to let you know that we're good. So don't question about it. But anyway, as this missing planet comes in to fulfill the musical scale, well, they're going to be singing a different song shortly. The fat lady's going to sing, and this is one fat lady that's up there. And if you're looking, it's between worlds. It's ethereal. Now, I'll give you another little breakdown. Let's have a bit of fun with all you chemtrailers. Excuse me, chemtrails. Chem means black, darkness, trail. So that's a hint. Have a look. Have a look, will ya? Chemtrail. They're getting you to look up. And at the same time, the chemtrails are an awful lot like these cloud formations. An awful lot like them. Now, if you can envision a big cloud formation in space outside of our atmosphere that is getting light reflected off it from the sun, and it actually looks like clouds inside our atmosphere, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're very high altitude looking clouds, but they're not in our atmosphere. Weigh that one up for a second. Now, what this guy does with these, where he spots this stuff. What's his name? YouTube guy. You should check this video out. And I'm going to get you to look for the ancient mythical creatures as you're watching. I mean, some of these shots that he takes of the sky, they're like photograph stills, scenes in movies. And you'll see the mythical creatures, they're all through this. The phoenix, the lion, the crocodile, fallen angels, the war in heaven. There are battle scenes of wispy angels falling and everything that you've seen throughout religion and mythology and all the rest of it. All of these scenes are played out in the sky, literally, starting with the crucifixion. It's crazy stuff. It's beautiful. Like, it's mind-blowingly beautiful. But what we have here is, you can see the outlines of the planets. You just can't, and she's a big one. She's big, of this Planet X solar system coming through, Nibiru and Planet X, right? So I just see it like a coffee filter coming through, scraping all the shit out and getting rid of it. Anyway, yeah, who knows? I'm just enjoy the show. I'm just trying to see what I can see within the show. Sort of like a prequel, if you will. But the instant reaction I had was, every so often, every 3,600 years, our solar system gets fulfilled. Twice, once on the way in and once on the way out. She's going to be on her... she's on the way... I'm pretty sure she's on the way in right now. So, it's going to be an interesting time. Nothing to be afraid of. Well, I mean, if you're in the Book of the Dead, you should be shitting yourself. You see all the stuff, the pestilence, and everything else that... you don't hear all the fear porn and stuff like that? You think that'd be enough to motivate somebody to not be a legal name? Because that's what you get if you're a legal name. You get all that shit. Legal name's a ticket. Ticket to hell. Hey, come on, enjoy the ride to hell. Be a legal name. Join the rest of us idiots. Because we're going to need some slaves for the next 3,600 years and 26,000 year cycle. You know, hang around. Keep a legal name. Come on into the caves with us. Yeah, huh? Anyway, it was a beautiful moment last night for me. I just kind of, as soon as he said Pythagoras music notes, I think, oh yeah, oh man, the planets and the notes. I talked about this ages ago, but it didn't really sink in until last night. It just, again, I wasn't thinking about it, then it hit, right? But anyway, there's a missing Planet X coming in. Just there's another version of the allegory. And when you look at how the orbits work, Nibiru and Planet X system is only in briefly as it crosses the Venus, Mars, and Earth orbits, right? It has to come between Earth and Mars. So the time that it is between Earth and Mars, and it's not in the same orbit, it's in a different orbit, but as soon as it's between the lines of Mars and Earth, the fat lady takes over. That's where the notes are fulfilled. So it's on the way in and on the way out. To fulfill the so. Let it be so. Yeah, so a needle pulling thread. Yeah, this camel's coming through, bitch. Best unpack. That's all I can say.